Hey, what's up you guys? It's your boy Drew here, back again with another video for all American soccer fans out there. And in this video, we're going to talk about Atlanta United, why the fans are so upset, and what's going on with their poor start of the season, and what should they do about it. So let's talk about it. Alright, I gotta say it. I need to reach this milestone. So if you guys love American soccer and you want to see it grow here in America and get the respect and growth it deserves, and you want to be part of that growth, hit the subscribe button, be part of the change, be part of the road to 1K, help your boy Drew out. Okay, let's get to the reason why you guys are all here. To see your boy Drew. Hi, how you doing? I'm doing great. You guys doing good? Good. Alright, second reason you guys are here to talk about Atlanta United. Their poor start to the season, which is really, really shocking to me, and I'm sure many of you American soccer fans and Atlanta United fans especially, mainly because they have a really kind of high caliber manager at the helm, Frank de Boer, but he hasn't been doing really well. 5 games played so far this season. They've lost 3 games, draw 1, and only won once out of all these 5 games. So that's a really big change since what Tata Martino was bringing last season. And everyone just thought, since Frank de Boer was a really respected manager in Europe, that he'd come here and kind of pick up where Tata Martino left off. Being really successful, dominating every single team, being strong at the back, being great at attacking, having good attacking plays in the midfield, especially linking up with the forwards. But that's not the case at all. That's really surprising. Atlanta United fans are really unhappy with Frank de Boer's team setup, his whole persona about the team, the whole everything about him. It's just a really, really negative topic right now with Atlanta United fans. Wow, Atlanta United is so hard to say when you're trying to talk fast. So I'm gonna keep it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. So like I said, Atlanta has not really won many games. They've only won 1 game out of 5. They lost their season opener 2-0 against DC United. They drew their home opener 1-1 against newly established MLS team FC Cincinnati. They in both games they looked really not Atlanta-ish. I mean, in the home game against Cincinnati, they really they looked like they were going to win. Justin Martinez scored the first opening goal early on. I was like, all right, Atlanta's got this. But towards the end of the game, Cincinnati tied it up. So I was just like, they really weren't the same team. They're not the same team. And everybody knows that. And that's why Atlanta United fans are getting so upset, because this isn't the same team that they've grown to love and they've seen win stuff. So, Frank de Boer is already getting booed. And he came out recently in a video, in a press conference saying, they shouldn't boo the players like that. And I was like, dude, I think the fans are booing you. They're not booing the players. They love all their players. They know their players give all they got for this team. So I think that's just on you, bro, which is really scary because it's only 5 games in. Early on, the season just started. We're only 2 games into the MLS season, and he's already being booed. He's already being talked about so negatively amongst not just MLS and not just Atlanta United fans, but also MLS fans in general. So what I want to talk to you guys about is, should we give him more time? Should Atlanta United fans be a little more forgiving? Give Frank de Boer more time to establish himself within the team, or should it really just try and get him out and get a new replacement in before things get from bad to worse? I'm not a big soccer whiz. I'm not the soccer genius. I'm not a big soccer pundit. Okay, I'm just this dude on YouTube talking about soccer who loves to watch soccer and watch MLS. So I think my opinion kind of matters, right? There's some credibility in there. So in my opinion, I think what goes wrong with teams when they're not doing well is their fans attack the players or the manager, whoever is at fault. And right now I think it's the manager, and it's been said amongst his other past teams in Ajax and other teams he's coached before, is he's a really stubborn manager. He's set in his ways. If he wants a system to work, he's gonna make it work. He has favorite players that he picks out and who will stick with those players, and it's hard for him to change his dynamic because that's just the kind of manager he is. That's the kind of guy he is. So right now he's playing a 3-4-3 formation, which is different from what Tata Martino played last season. So Atlanta United, the team itself, is trying to get itself together, get it used to that, get adjusted to that, and the fans really aren't adjusting to that 3-4-3 formation because it's only got them 1 win and only 1 point in the league so far. And I don't see Frank de Boer changing that formation anytime soon because, like I said, he's a stubborn man. He's a stubborn manager. He's going to want to keep his formation. He's going to think his idea is the right way. So if you're not cool with his idea, he's not going to probably play you. And I could be totally wrong about him, but that's the impression I've been getting, reading articles about him and stuff, watching videos. And that's that. So should we give him more time? Should Atlanta fans be a little more forgiving and be let's be patient. It's so early on. It's only 5 games in, 2 games into the MLS season. Let's give him some time, see what happens. Should it happen? It's so tough because if things get bad to worse, then Atlanta fans are gonna be like, you know what, we could have got this guy out of here before this happened. Now we're out of CONCACAF Champions League. Obviously, we're gonna be not in the playoff spot if they continue to play like this. They're not gonna be anywhere near the playoffs. They're gonna be towards the bottom in the Eastern Conference, down where Philly is. Because Philly sucks. Sorry, Philly boys. So what I think, and it might be like an unpopular opinion amongst MLS and Atlanta United fans, is that I think you just chill out. Give him a little more time. He's new to the league in general. Okay, this league is so much more different and more complex than the Eredivisie league, the Dutch league. Okay, and way different than any other team he's ever. Way different in any other league he's ever coached in, because it's American soccer. It's done the American way here. There's conferences, there's playoffs, there's different things. He's got to get used to all these things. You can't sign up players you want to sign the way you want to sign them. Okay, you can't. You have to play a certain amount of players. Give them a certain amount of time. Okay, we get it. Everything's different here in America, so you got to give him a little more time to get used to the league, used to the concept, used to the player dynamics, used to the way the other teams in the league play against him, and used to CONCACAF Champions League matches. That's a whole different topic in itself. But all that put together, he's coming in here. He's trying to replicate what Tata Martino did, and Tata Martino was very successful. So he set the bar high for Frank de Boer. So everyone knew that Frank de Boer had to match that or be better to be successful than Tata Martino ever was. But like I said, I think just be a little more patient. Maybe 10 more games, and if it doesn't work out, then after 10 more games, and you know what, the Atlanta United ownership and board needs to be like, you know what, we gotta get this guy out of here before things get worse. Maybe towards the halfway mark of the season where they can still pick up points to be in the playoffs if they're outside the playoff position. But hopefully they're not even in that position to begin with. So don't hate me for trying to back Frank de Boer a little bit, because I know he's one of the most successful Ajax managers in recent years. So he's got that under his belt. The only thing that's bad about him, like I said, is his stubbornness. So I mean, what are you going to do about it? As always, though, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Should Frank de Boer be given more time, or should he get the axe in the coming days? Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, be part of the Road to 1K squad, and I'll see you guys next time.